Good evening, everyone. I welcome you all to Journey of Conscious Conception, and this is our day 6 today. And today, basically, in this week, we are talking about the mindset, which is about fertility, and we are talking about many other things which are beyond medicines. So, this week's theme is going to be about understanding the mindset behind the fertility. In the last episode, we spoke about the missing step, which is nothing but the right mindset, emotional readiness, which is very, very important to achieve your dream of parenthood. So, today's topic is about, something called as subconscious listening. What is it? So it is mainly related to our thoughts. So whether our thoughts, those are generating in our mind, they are either helping for the fertility, or they are the thoughts which are blocking your fertility. That is very important to understand, because as we understand, thoughts, they have a lot of impact on your outcome, because the thoughts which are there getting generated, they have lot of influence on your words, your behaviors, and accordingly your actions. When we talk about this loop, whatever starts in your mind, your body is totally listening. So if I tell you that your body hears everything which is going on in your mind, each and every mind, each and every word which you talk either to people or which you talk to your own self, your body is listening to it, and it is truth, and it is proven by science. So, what happens is, when we talk about any struggles when you are on this fertility journey, generally our focus is mainly on negatives. And then when our focus is on negative, it will create certain, fear, doubts, it will create anxieties, and obviously there can be some self critical thoughts. But important here is to understand that this each and every word is getting imprinted in your subconscious mind. When we talk about our brain or our mind, there are two types: conscious, which is a rational brain; subconscious, which is like, a brain which stores all your memories, but it doesn't follow any rationality, it doesn't have any filter. It's just like a sponge. It will absorb whatever thoughts are coming in your mind, or whatever you try to believe in, and it will be stored in your subconscious mind. And all this, beliefs that will create a pathway, and accordingly your body will be will be responded to it. So it is not just, what we hear about or what we read somewhere. It is proven by scientific basis that all our thoughts or memories which are created in our subconscious mind, and if they are negative ones, they will be creating stress hormones, and they have lot of impact on our body functions, our immune system, our hormonal balance, and it in turn, it will interfere with the fertility. Now, suppose if there is certain struggle or certain challenges we are facing, and our mind is creating certain thoughts, like for example, whether is it possible that, I'll become a mother, or will I be ever able to hold my child in my hand? I'm so worried. I feel, stressed when I see my reports. I feel fear when I see my AMH, it is going down. So there are so many thoughts I keep on seeing in my patient's mind. And definitely what happens is, the chemical reaction to these thoughts is nothing but uh, causing certain physical reactions to it in response to it. And what is overpowering is your negative thoughts in your subconscious mind. Your conscious mind cannot beat it. Even if it is logical, certain thinking that will be overpowered by this negative environment of the subconscious mind. So basically, here to understand your thoughts are either helping you for your fertility or they are blocking your fertility. So now we need to decide that which kind of thoughts actually we want to create in our mind. And as now we understand, this series is about what best we can do beyond medications. Obviously medications, we are all there to help you out, but as we keep on saying that there is never any 100% result whatever treatments we follow in fertility. So obviously there is something beyond medications that we really need to work on, and today's focus is our subconscious mind. How the subconscious mind is constantly responding to your thought, how the subconscious mind is constantly listening to your critical comments to your own self, and how it is responding in turn, and your body is also listening to your mind. Now there is a very funful but proven exercise that is to prove that how your mind, or rather how your body is listening to what's going on in your mind. And it is also an exercise which determines the power of words, how the words are powerful. So in that exercise, what is, I mean, you can also try it when you listen to the steps of it. It's very I mean, you will be what I can say, amazed to see that result if you are doing it. Maybe you can do it along with me, or maybe later on. So if you want to really analyze how powerful the words are and how powerful is the function of your subconscious mind, here is that exercise that you can just keep your hands in this, like namaste mudra, okay, and where all your fingers are touching each other. Okay, now you just have to look at your middle fingers. More or less they are equal, right? They are now like totally attached to each other, and they are equal. Now whichever side, maybe for example say the right side, so you just focus on the right middle finger and say, so, hey, my right middle finger, grow longer. I want you to be longer. I'm seeing you as longer. And you just keep on saying it 5 minutes. So, hey, middle finger, grow longer, grow longer. I want to see you as long finger. I want to see you as long finger. So, you just have to concentrate on your right middle finger and keep on, saying this. Keep on saying this for say 5 minutes, and then just keep your hands aside. And now again, you keep it your you approximate your hands and see. And when you see, you will see the difference that your right middle finger is little longer than the left one. Okay, and again, once you see that, again you can say, okay, now my right middle finger, go back to your normal length, go back to your normal length, go back to your normal length. You just keep on saying it, saying it, saying it. And again, just release your hands, and in 2 minutes you can just check, and you will see the difference that again it has gone to normal. So it's not the magic. You do this exercise and tell me in the comment box what was your findings. But this is proven exercise which tells us that obviously when you are saying or repeating certain thought in your subconscious mind, what is happening is accordingly subconscious mind is giving certain signals to your body. In this particular experiment, it is giving signal to the muscles and the tendons of that particular finger. The blood flow changes, they happen, and there's a little bit length difference that you will notice. And that is, imagine if this is just that 5 minute exercise is giving such a change. So if you have constant chatter in your mind, and if that chatter is negative ones, you only know how you are blocking your fertility just by your thoughts. But if we understand that if this is acting in an opposite direction, like if it is acting in that with respect to the negative thoughts, definitely it will show its impact with respect to the positive thoughts as well. So we can very well boost our fertility by using right words and right thoughts, by using right and positive thoughts which we can deliberately create in our mind. So there are so many examples I come across in my clinical practice. I had, I was working with one patient once who used to always think her mind that, oh, I really do not deserve to be mother. I'm not sure whether it will happen to me or not. And that was so that constant chatter in her mind, and it was every time that she used to undergo some kind of treatment, there used to be failure, and her belief got again intensified that it will never happen. But when we worked on her mindset, we understood actual real words, actual real story that she was telling herself. So we used something called as reframing. We told her like how you should be reframing your sentences and convert it into the positive ones. And maybe you can trust the process. You can say that yes, I will trust the process, and my body is responding to the medical treatment, and I am able to I can say I'm able to experience my motherhood. My womb is ready. I am preparing for my baby. So when we constantly use these kind of sentences, they are nothing but something called as affirmations, we call it as, which is like a positive statements, positive suggestions to our subconscious mind. And when she started using this statement, definitely there was kind of a magic, because her inner environment really changed, and that gave a right response to our treatments, because we were doing everything for her, every possible medications, every possible technology, with all the things which are available, but still they were not giving result. Why? Because internally somewhere she was not aligned to this process, and she was constantly telling her mind and constantly creating that doubt and fear. So I always say, when you want to create something, right, it should be from the place of love, presence and clarity, not from the place of any fear or doubt. Because when you are acting from the place of fear, doubt or negativity, your creations will struggle. And here it happens the same way. Believe me, it is like when you will try yourself, you will really understand how important it is to maintain your inner environment, inner harmony, by using right thoughts, by creating right thoughts. And it is very much possible. It is nothing impossible. It is very simple. There are so many practical tools for it. And as I told you this powerful exercise, you do it and believe in, and by doing it, you believe that yes, how words are important, and how if you observe yourself, okay, it requires a mindfulness. Most of the time, if you observe yourself, your thoughts are going into negative direction. Now if you are on this journey of conception, and if every time you are thinking that, oh, it is not possible for me, it will never happen, or my reports are, so much abnormal, and I'm really having that fear and doubt, I would tell you, remind yourself to stop there and there itself. Cancel your negative thought, because it is creating that loop of overthinking, and it is not at all helping you. In fact, it is harming you, because it is blocking your fertility journey. Why? Because it is creating I can say the hostile environment in your body, where your body is not aligned to the process of implantation, fertilization, and obviously the fertility journey. So basically, there is very, there are certain, as I told you, what are affirmations? These are positive statements which we need to create with respect to our situation. And how? how they will be much effective. There is something called as, fertility affirmation mirror exercise. That means maybe every morning, every evening, you stand in front of mirror. You can place your, hand over heart, look into your eyes, focus, ground yourself. Maybe you can just ground yourself by having deep breaths in and out 2 or 3 times, which would help you to ground in the particular moment, be in a particular moment, and set intention to your own self. Use these powerful words that yes, my body is wise, my womb is ready, my baby is on the way, definitely the miracle will happen with me. So all these positive statements, or whichever statements that resonate with you, but they should be in a present tense and positive, or maybe future tense, but positive statements, not at all. There should not be any no or not in this statement. So if you are doing this exercise, believe me, it is creating right environment. And when you use it along with your doctor's medications, definitely you will be there in that 60-70% of people who will get results. Definitely. Because we really need to work on these minor things which are really important. These are really the missing steps in our fertility journey. So this is something fertility affirmation and mirror exercise, because when you say your affirmations loud, when you are looking at your eyes, you are creating positive self talk, and it is boosting, your what I can say, confidence, and it is creating right hormonal milieu, that is right hormonal environment inside you. Now the most of the time people ask me like, doctor, it is really because of our situation. I do understand there are so many long journeys. I have also seen 15-20 years of journeys. Like, how in that situation, I can be positive? But yes, it is the first stage. Is it starts any creation, it starts from your mind. So life, I always say, it is not just conceived in the womb. Life is first conceived in your mind. It is really important. So your baby will also sense your own subconscious environment very first, then your uterine environment. So most of the time, what happens is people ask me that because of our so much struggle, doctor, it is very difficult for us to think even positive, because every time the questions will come in front. Oh, whether if it failed again, then what? If whether it's like, I'm too old, am I too old for this kind of treatment? My body, my mind is already broken. So these are the thoughts, because our mind will attract negative thoughts very very easily. It's very easy for our mind to focus on the negatives rather than the positives. So yes, I do agree, I do understand. So you can just write it down, these thoughts, and there's a very powerful NLP technique which is called as reframing. So we just have to pivot it. Means you turn it, you rewrite it, convert it into empowering thought. Now you cannot be directly making it, immediate positive statement, because you may not be able to resonate. But you can always say that each step, every moment, every day I take, it is towards my goal of fertility, or it is taking me closer to fertility. I'm working on my mind, I'm working on my body. My body is getting aligned to, creation. My body is getting aligned to my fertility treatments, or I am becoming ready, I am resilient. So I can, so rather than any negative words in these statements, you can make it positive ones. And when you say that, yes, I am working on myself, I am in a process, I am becoming resilient, I am getting aligned. So you are more resonating with these sentences, rather than you should not be feeling that, oh, it's all this is fake. I am not believing it, because belief is the first step, which is really very important. And maybe you can do this exercise by writing it down, which is really important. So today we discussed about how the subconscious mind has its important role in creation of the thought, and which will decide whether you are blocking your fertility or boosting your fertility. So it is in your hand how to boost your fertility is by creating right thoughts, taking remote control in your hand, and taking control of your thoughts, because everything is within you. It is possible. But now, in next our episode, I'll talk about what are the basic, what I can say, problems we face when we start creating a positive thoughts. Why we are not able to do it? Because something is holding us back. What is that, and how to release? That we will see in our next episode. Till that time, stay tuned. You can, check our social medias, work on this, and check the link in bio where I have my book on this conscious conception, where you'll be able to read so many inspiring stories and so many activities that you can do if you are on this journey of conception. Till that time, have a nice, positive time, and definitely go through the links in the description, and I'll see you in next episode. Bye bye.